Hello everyone, I'm Henry Lee, BlueHeronArts.com. Now you're watching me doing a large screen with a silk mounted on foam board. It's very solid and non-absorbent. So we're going to do a fish learned in my lesson 51. The goldfish with a fan tail, with a long tail waving like a belt, that kind of a goldfish. So we're going to do a red fish first. I got some vermilion and some cinnabar mix. So I got different tones. I do this this head first. You can see I can manipulate on this surface. It's not going to smear. However, I can kind of fake it like a raw paper, but it's sized paper. Still, you need to make it calligraphic. I'm doing a kind of spontaneous style. Although I use some gombi technique, I'll say. Okay. Now I'm going to do the tail. And we can just do the upper contour. You can outline it, but let me try it, if I can just push it, gradate it. So if I did it in one stroke, I try to pour this color from the dark side to the light side. Still, you can keep some dark stroke. In the end of the stroke, there's no extra moisture, so I have a sponge brush and a deliver a charge brush. So let me charge again around the dark side. You have to do it immediately before it gets dry, so do it one by one. My brush is kind of stiff. You should use a soft brush. I forgot to bring one soft for the sponge. It's better, and then one brush for the charge. You can use stiff or soft. You can also use at the top to blot extra. You can kind of erase it. I messed up with my two brushes. Let me clean one of the brush, so keep one clean. Okay, I can hold two brushes in one hand like it's gonna be artist does, and switch when I need. Switch like that, and make sure I don't touch the silk. It's kind of hard in this angle, so gotta be very careful with my brush. this is the water brush. One brush is the color brush. And you can repeat it later. Let me just put the one brush down, maybe that's easier. You don't do the other soft side, just the hard side with the bone. You have to dry the brush so the brush is not too wet. You want to push the pens. Oops, I kind of erase it. That's okay, I like that. That's the back, the farthest tail. Okay. We can add a little more texture or shading later, but basically you just get a light tone to begin with. Let me do this eye also with light red. Let me just drag it. This bubble eye. You can leave some white between the eye and the head. And just do the mouth one stroke. Now I'm doing the fish swimming thing. I try to do it in a spontaneous way so you can see the movement. You can use white and yellow later when the red gets dry a little bit. This should be there should be a little more fins, the back fins. Now I draw this belly. You can use light ink sometimes. You can just use light orange color. You don't need to do shading on this one. It's a spontaneous style still. Do a little more shading on the eye. I'll dot the pupil with dark ink later. Let's add a little more shading on the tail. Keep it soft. just glaze a little bit with the orange color. Add a little accent on this. The sunshine effect. Better do it in shade, I think. You can see better. This is a large picture, so we can add a little more detail than a small painting. Just add a few scale, and then after dry, we'll use some yellow to wash it. The next one I'm going to do is a white one with red crown. I use a long liner, a red whisker or kind of large red whisker brush. I draw this outline first. The belly, face. Eye. Let's get to the crown, back. Inner. There's one side that's more solid. The upper side. Color. Just dot one red head first. By dropping. Okay, now I'm going to wash with a little gray, I think, and then change the color. Okay, now we're using this reference. Has 3 steps to do this Dombi or outline style. The contour I just did, and then we use the small brush to add texture or further inner lines like these. To kind of further define the little texture. Shirley. You can also add scales. We can do the net kind of. The gombi style require lots of patience. We just do it in little, one by one. It seems slow, but when you actually do it, it's okay. You will add more detail to it. Try to keep it freestyle feel. So on the eye, we can do the pupil later, but I just prepare for that. This is the eye, and then we'll do the shading with a little lighter ink. Change the tones. I think we need to do that. Oh, I missed one tail. This side. Light ink to add shading. This is a non-absorbent silk. It's kind of heavy silk mounted on foam board. So it's not going to buckle. It's kind of difficult. Everything is what you see is what you get. I mean, what you paint is what you get. You don't get accidents like spontaneous, like on rice paper. So it's a challenge for spontaneous painter like me to do gombi style. Silk. Do a little shading of the scale. Okay, now we're going to wet this dry and then do a little like a white wash. Okay, before we do the last color wash, we can start the pupil. So it's on the side, so you don't see the shape, the round, just suggestion. This one. Okay, let's just wait it to dry, and then we'll do a little last touches. Okay, now the last touch. When this is dry, you use a double load brush. By double loading, I use white in the bottom and some light yellowish orange color on the top. So just do a one stroke wash, I think. You get all the gradation like that. And you might cover too much, so you can use blotting paper to take it out. Right. And if it's not enough, you can go back to do a little touch up with orange. Let's do that. Just identify several scales, the others suggested. Okay. Now there's white and crown. This is red crown. So we use just white. Oh, there's a little yellow maybe. We can do an overall wash with a very thin white and highlight. Or you can start with some dark white. I mean not pure white around the contour. Then you use gradation in a way. Or you can use little brush to fill in each scale, to highlight each scale. Or you can just, because we already have the gradation, so it's kind of easy. You can just do an overall wash with a transparent, semi-transparent color. Since you already have the gradation with gray. Some pure white. back to add more reinstate the contour if needed. You don't want to make it too heavy because in the water you want to keep it loose. Done, I think. Gongbi style, Gongbi technique is Shirley style goldfish on silk mounted foam board. You can do it with a sized paper also, or non-absorbent watercolor paper. Thanks for watching and happy painting. First, I got some mineral colors. I'm going to wash the water and I test on this side first. This would be a ball move because the silk does not absorb, so it might drip. Be careful. Wash. Dark ones near the red fish to create an interest contrast. See if I can get it. I think we just leave that and that's about it, I think. It's too dark. Okay. Okay, I added some iris around the fish pond This blue flag kind of. Have to identify each flower. Just some. This should be the same already. We're suggesting the dot little white. I think that's it.